So this is Math 141, practice test for the final. Problem number, gosh, what is this, 12. It's supposed to find a polynomial that has these zeros. And one thing I know that is if it has this zero, this complex zero, it's going to have its conjugate as well, 4 plus I. So even though that wasn't listed, that is also one of my zeros. So let me write what I know. I know that it's going to have an x minus 1. I know it's going to have an x plus 3. I know it's going to have an x minus 4 minus I. I know it's going to have an x minus 4 plus I. So let me multiply these two out, see where I end up, and then I'll come back in these. So a little scratch work over here. This would be x minus 4 plus I times x minus 4 minus I. So one way that I could do this is just throw it in a grid. There's a couple ways to do it, but I think I'll just put it in a grid and see what happens. So I have an x, a minus 4, and an I. And I have an x, a minus 4, and a negative I. So x times x is x squared, x times negative 4x, x times I is xi. X times negative 4, negative 4x. Negative 4 times negative 4 is 16. Negative 4 times I is negative 4i. X times negative 5 is negative xi. Negative 4 times negative I is 4i. And then negative I times I. It's negative I squared, which is negative 1, which is positive 1. So what I notice is these two combine to a 0. These two combine to a 0. So I end up with x squared minus 8x plus 17. And now I'm going to multiply these two out and see where they end up. X times x is x squared. Negative 1 times 3 is negative 3. And my middle term, notice, would be negative x plus 3x. So that's going to be plus 2x. So now I have to multiply these two things together, and I'll just throw it into a grid again. So I have an x squared, a 2x, and a negative 3. I have an x squared, a negative 8x, and a 17. X squared times x squared is x to the 4th. 2x times x squared is 2x cubed. Negative 3 times x squared is negative 3x squared. So far, so good. Negative 8x times x squared is negative 8x cubed. Negative 8x times 2x is negative 16x squared. Negative 3 times negative 8x is 24x. And I'll keep going. 17 times x squared, 17x squared. 17 times 2x, 34x. 17 times negative 3 is negative 51. So now I got to throw some like terms together here, see where I end up. I have an x to the 4th. I have, notice, negative 8x cubed plus 2x squared. That's negative 6x, I'm not squared, cubed I mean. Cubed. Then I'm going to throw all these x squareds together. 17x minus 16, 17x squared minus 16x squared is 1x squared. Minus 3x squared is negative 2x squared. Throw together my x's, 34 of them plus 24 of them, what's that, 68? 58, whoops, plus 58x, and then minus 51. There it is, all multiplied out.